Hello, friends. This is a clip from the most recent episode of the Jo DeVoe Show, and it's a reflection on the word intense, because in editing that podcast, I kept noticing myself using the word intense in describing this moment in history that we are all living through and creating together now. And that's because I was trying to use neutral language. I was trying to be accurate, but keep it neutral. And intense feels accurate to the situation we find ourselves in now collectively, whether you're excited about it or afraid of it. And I'm speaking about how we all now seem to have one foot in the physical flesh and blood world we were born into, and then one foot in this fast-paced world of screens, customized algorithms, AI, and high-tech robotics. Energetically, it reminds me so much of the Chariot card in tarot, which I bring up here from time to time because the Chariot is a card I have worked closely with over the years, and the way I have come to see it actually speaks to this particular kind of intensity. So the idea with the Chariot is that as the chariot of your own life, if you've got one horse running in this direction and another horse running in that direction, if they're running in opposite directions, they will tear you apart or you will just crash. You need all the horses of your internal drives and all the different parts of yourself moving in the same direction in order to actually get somewhere, hopefully in peace and with intention. To move with intention. That is how we want to head into a new year, don't we? With a clear and focused intention and not feeling pulled off course or overwhelmed by too many calls for our attention. Attention. Intention. Intense. The etymology of the word intense dates back to the 15th century and means stretched, strained, high-strung, tight, which makes sense, right? That's pretty much how the world feels today. Stretched, strained, high-strung, tight. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Intensity, I mean. It can be exciting in a focused, anticipatory way, like with the bow and arrow. When you have taken aim at something and pulled the arrow back as far as it will go, and you're holding it tightly, you've stretched it tight to create that maximum tension. It's that heightened, tightly wound moment just before you release your grip and hopefully hit your target. Intensity can be like that, right? So of course it makes sense that intense and intention are etymologically related. And then the word intention is rooted in the 12th century and means similarly a stretching out, straining, exertion, effort. As a noun, it means to turn one's attention, which is pretty right on when you consider the task at hand as we transition and turn our attention from one year to the next. We are called now to turn our attention inward, stretching back and back and back into the tension of our heart's desire, getting clear on where we want to be headed in 2024, taking aim on that, and then getting very, very focused and intense before hopefully letting go and launching with real momentum into the next right thing. Ideally, that is how we would like it to go anyway, but it can be difficult to achieve that kind of positive tension, that kind of deliberate focus and aim when it feels like there are so many other compelling demands for our attention from other people and organizations using these new technologies to invade our mental space. They are living in our pockets now, in our laps, in our cars, and if we don't set some major boundaries, they will follow us around wherever we go with all their insistent reminders and invitations, their alerts and notifications flashing in the corner, chiming, chirping, blinking, pinging, buzzing, hello! I don't think our brains and bodies are equipped to keep up with all this. Maybe yours is, but mine is not. And judging by the way so many people keep publicly lamenting the poor state of their mental health and venting about how supremely fucked we all are, it seems most brains and bodies are not equipped for this. We're not designed for this kind of constant stimulation and input. We are not meant to live in a state of perpetual tension. And so I wanted to speak to that and hopefully encourage you to take good care of yourself.